It's been quite a while since we heard anything concerning the CEP 21 capital merger. Well, what we know for sure is that on the 23rd of April, the merger was announced. And according to any public commentary, the merger was expected to close in the second quarter of this year. We're now in the third, we're now in the last month of the third quarter. Um, Amongst other things, the SEC filings indicated that there was an amendment on the 29th of July reflecting the events of the 26th of July. And that amendment confirmed an update to the merger agreement and noted that upon closing, 21 Capital will hold approximately 43,500 Bitcoin. Unfortunately, no definitive closing date has been publicly announced beyond the initial expectation of Q2. There's no confirmation that the merger has already closed. If you know anything about that, please let us know. Drop your comments and let us know what's going on. So, as of today, the 2nd of September, the merger has not closed. You know, we are subject to correction. If you know they have closed, correct us. And there's no publicly confirmed closing dates. Analysts and investors were anticipating the transition to 21 Capital in the second quarter, but delays, including regulatory or shareholder approval processes, may have pushed it into Q3. Okay, we're in Q3 now. Let's see how things go. Okay, so okay, what to watch next? SEC filings. Keep an eye on upcoming S4 definitive proxy statements or 8Ks that outline a firm closing date or shareholder meeting schedule. CP shareholder vote notices. This typically accompany the proxy and registration statements and will specify the date for merger approval votes. Public announcements. Watch for press releases or updates from CEP or 21 Capital signaling the official transition or listing under the XXI ticker. I don't think that ticker hasn't been, it's not active, it hasn't been listed. So it hasn't, we could say it hasn't been completed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in terms of chatter, on Reddit, which is where some of this has been distilled. So on small street bets, some are saying this is on the subreddits, small street bets. So CEPXI merger is a gamble, could be a decent hold. Many are treating it as a speculative play for crypto exposure without holding actual Bitcoin. On MSTR, CEP is been marketed as a cleaner, purer BTC DAT than MSTR. CEP seems to be at a higher premium than MSTR. Traders are comparing it to MicroStrategy, noting its lack of operational baggage, but also its premium valuation. On Strike BTC, CEP will be less than 3% of excess 21 capital. Dilution, there are 10 million shares of CEP. After the merger, there will be up to 70 million shares of 21 capital. Okay, users emphasize the significant dilution users emphasize the significant dilution retail holders face post merger. And then on penny stocks, the upcoming merger officially set to close in the second quarter, confirmed by the SEC filings. There's still discussion around timing. Some users note that Q2 has passed without no closure yet. No closure yet, yes. Wall Street bets, the merger between 21 and CEP was finalized, and since then the stock is up 300%. The company has 42k Bitcoin. Strong bullish sentiment exists, though others warn of a potential plunge when the float unlocks. It hasn't. Maybe this is an old one, I think. Okay, this is the finalization they're talking about. Here's the announcement. It has to be Key observations: price stability. CEP is consolidating around the $23 mark. Let's see what we have. Yeah, is it consolidating? Let's look at the daily chart. Okay, I would say it's actually still contracting this expansion here, or if anything, at least the fact that it tried to expand again in early July between the 8th of July and 14th of July. It has, I would say, has even ensured that the contraction is still very much in effect. So I would say it's a contraction. So we'll get back to that. So merger uncertainty, despite plans to transition to 21 capital, the merger hasn't closed yet, and ticker remains CEP. Yeah, okay. Dilution risk. Retail holders hold just 22.7% of the post-merger entity, leading to dilution anxiety. Yeah, Boss versus fundamentals. Heavy social charter may be driving speculative interest, but fundamentals remain speculative at best. Bottom line, CEP is attracting attention as a potential crypto spark, but with real risks. If you're following it, keep an eye on merger updates, SEC filings, S4 disclosure, probably 8K ones as well, and a potential float and lock timelines. The market mood remains speculative, be buoyed by Bitcoin exposure, but shadowed by dilution. Yeah. Okay, so interesting stuff. Up 0.3139%. This is Tuesday, the 2nd of September. Yeah, as I was indicating earlier on, the expansion, this was when the NAT news came out on the 23rd. The expansion that happened from the 23rd of April up till the 1st of May. Yeah, quite a long streak. And then there was also another bounce, so retested the double top, and then so a couple of had okay, the peaks are declining, which is obviously emphasizing that a contraction is happening. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's still very much a contraction. You know, in terms of projections, what do we have? 15 points, sorry, 5.01, 8.83, 15.02. That's what's currently in play. The algos don't see anything coming up. But before now, we had 14 point, sorry, 4.02, 14.45, 41.61, 47.75, 51.53. Yeah. Price pressure momentum is, let's see. Yeah, it's bearish. Yeah, the 10-day moving average is severely bearish, and also the 21-day moving average as well. They all have negative derivatives, so there isn't any indication that there's a support anywhere. Well, there is some support here. We have 5.01, 8.83, 15.02. Those are supports, but as things stand right now, it looks like there's a slight probability that well, I think I would say not just slight. There's a decent probability that the stock will still remain below its 10-day moving average and the 40-day, 21-day moving average. So there's a decent probability that it will remain below 24.31 and 26.22. That is what these negative derivatives are also pointing out, amongst other things. You know. So let's see how things go, and I'll keep you updated. If you know anything, let us know. Thank you very much for watching this video.